Well, hello and how are you? Good evening. I am Red Dirt Preacher, also known as Laney. Welcome back to the porch. Tonight I'm going to start as I do, nice and slow. So I have a couple of messages. I almost didn't come to you with these messages because to me they're automatic math. They're kind of small messages. I like to bring big booming stuff, and the little stuff is important too. And I don't know how much depth something small would have for you. So I got to bring all the messages. So we're going to start out with nice, cute little messages we probably heard before. And then we'll move on tonight into some deeper messages about love and ego and some other good stuff that we need to know about and to heal about. So yeah, there's that. Let's start off with the few off the top that I wanted to give you. Scenario. You're in a tax bracket and you'll never get to buy anything new. And when you finally do, let's just say you bought a new TV. I'm sure you guys have had the friends or the family that have come to your house, noticed it, but didn't say anything to you about it. And this actually happened to me one time. That said person came into my house and literally turned their back to the TV, which is like huge and as big as the wall, and tax bracket problems. It's, at the time it wasn't like me to have nice things. So, when I started, getting nice things, receiving nice things, and, attaining that in my life, I literally lost friends because of this. And those aren't friends at all. So it became a saying as I started to grow spiritually and understand these things. I call it, like nice TV. Nice TV. So even when it's not particularly a TV, it's love language around my house, my friends, and my arena. So anybody that knows that when they're talking to Laney for the past so many years, I'm like, hey, that's a nice TV. They might be talking about a job they got, a car they got, a break they got, an opportunity they received, forgiveness that they got, a way to move forward. And when those people around me receive that, they know what I mean when I say, oh man, nice TV, I'm so proud of you. So be leery and be mindful and watchful of those that come into your life that pretend that you're not doing well and purposely don't notice all the good that's going on in your life. I had a few of those people. So like we said, we've all been there. These are kind of message 101s, but here on the porch, we'll add to our living love language and we'll know what we mean when we say, hey man, nice TV, nice TV. So anyway, moving on from that message, I wanted to talk about highway competition. We are always in competition and we always feel exhausted, full of anxiety, and we're running or rushing towards some kind of end goal in the future that says happy, and we never quite attain it, and we just get there nice and tired and we give up halfway through and we die. That's a great story. Change it, please. Change this story. Highway competition. In life, we compete to get from one place to the other with other people, fellow travelers. When we're on the highway, we're not competing to see who gets to Atlanta first or Oklahoma City first, because Atlanta and Oklahoma City, they're not moving. The destination is not going to keep moving down the track as happiness does. See how we chase happiness like it's a town, a big city to go to? And it really is elusive, like Vegas. It's a mirage. Happiness, we just keep chasing it. We never quite get there because we don't stop to define what happiness is for us in our life. We allow other people to define it for us. And then when we get there, we're really like, that's not what I wanted at all. I'm not happy. I have what they said I should have, and I'm not happy. Hi, welcome to the conundrum of life. So highway competition, it just goes to show you how the highway parallels that for us and really can show and teach us how to set ourselves free from running and being competitive with a fellow traveler, as if on the highway. Those towns that aren't going anywhere, we're not really... those miles per hour on the side of the highways is for safety, not for who's going to get there first. And they're not going to take the town away, because you didn't get there first. Atlanta's always going to be Atlanta, and everybody can go through it. And, and so we run down the highway literally, and it's not like somebody's they might be going to Oklahoma City with you or traveling on the highway system with you, on the life system with you to go to Atlanta. But once they get there, they have business of their own, and so do you. So it's, again, not like once you even get there, let's say you play music. You're going to be passing a lot of people in your life along your highway of life that play music too. It doesn't mean you have to hurry up and get there because they're going to remove the town you're going to. And even when you do get there, you have a God-appointed appointment and you have destiny all on your own. So when you get to that town, okay, nobody's going to be doing you but you. Other people got them to do. So if you're running next to cars on the highway, when you get to a town, somebody's taking a bypass or a U-turn or going off this way, a loop in Dallas, and you are going this way. So even in your own town, somebody's going to Burger King and you're going to the high school at 8 o'clock at night. Neither one of you are going to the same place, but you're using the same road. And we're not competing. There's stoplights for us all at the end of the hill. I don't know why we rush other people to get to the next stoplights. I got here to stop before you did. Woo. You always wonder where people go on the highway when they're in such a hurry. They're not moving the building that they're going to further down the road. You know what I'm saying? So slow down out there and take the highway education to your life. Quit rushing around. Just enjoy the ride, look out the window, wave at fellow travelers. No one's removing your town. And when you get there, you have a job all your own. Nobody's still going to take your seat. And, and even when you're driving home from a long vacation somewhere, you're with other fellow travelers en route home. You're not in a hurry to get home because somebody might get to your house before you do. Stop treating life and your destination like that as well. So when you get to your town, let's say I live in Middle Georgia, I'm not running on the highway beating every Ford Tempo and Mama's Chevy wagon to get to Middle Georgia. They're not removing it for me. You know what I mean? It's going to be there when I get there. When I get there in divine timing. And when I get to Middle Georgia, ain't nobody going where I'm going. I'm going home. I'm going to my destination. Where all my shit is, that is specifically for me. And nobody else in Middle Georgia but me. So just remind yourself of that as you go out on the highways of life. There is a place that is your destination. It's your home. It's where your shit is. And nobody's going to be taking that from you. Whether it takes you 20 years to get home to yourself, or it takes 7 years to get home to yourself. No reason to run on this spiritual journey till you just damn out of wind. Take care of yourself. Trust and have faith in your journey and know where you're going. It's your highway. And you can't beep up being you. Rock on? All right. So I'm going to hop off here, but come right back. I'm going to be with you guys about an hour on and off with different videos and some shirt changes. So I'll be back in a minute. We're going to talk about damned lovers. Damned lovers. So if you ever seen the movie Titanic, where, a little bit like Jack in the movie Titanic, he's a damned lover. Romeo is a damned lover. And so we're going to talk about lovers that are really damned to come across your path, and why they do, and the beautiful love story that creates. If you look beyond the pain of separation and things like that happen, we can still see the beauty in God's woven relationships in our life, okay? So we're going to look at damned lovers, and then I wanted to tell you about who and how. I know, who and how. I have the same letters, mixed it up a little bit. The world and religion tell us who to love and who not to love, and they teach us who to hate, and, who not to hate. And I say, don't teach us the who, and don't tell us the who. Show us the how. So when we're loving people, I want to talk about this in just a minute. I'd rather say, show me how to love others. Show me how. Don't tell me who. Don't tell me who not to love. Show me how to love. Right? So, big discrepancy on what you get at the end product. If that was a life and you set 2 kids out in a life and you told one of them and you told them who to love, and then by virtue of doing that, you inadvertently and silently, simultaneously taught them who to hate. Religion does that. Aristocratic families do that. Hello, the movie The Notebook. All right, so that's love ownership. Somebody's influencing whether you love or whether you don't love. And really keeping you confined in the box that you were in. And that's a lot like the movie The Notebook. There's aristocratic views of families, stopping love from happening. Again, that view is seen in Titanic, the movie. So again, those real life movie scenes play out in our own lives, where we have a damned lover come across our path who is asking us to get out of that aristocratic box that we have generationally been put in. And being asked to live free, not someone to grow old with, but you were asking to receive someone we can grow young with. And, and what all that has to do. So damned lovers kind of rolls into, don't tell me who to love. And then therefore that's teaching me who to hate. Show me how to love. Show me. And I think that's more important. And if you had 2 children and you set them out on life with those foundations, they would have completely different lives because of what they got taught about love. Here's one that says, show me how. And here's one that says, I'll tell you who. Right? One of them is an open and one of them is a close. So anyway, I'm going to take a small break and I'll come back here and visit with you guys. All right? Stay kind, stay the hell out of your mind. Get back on the porch.